Hi, this is Michelle, Mummy from the Heart. Today I'm going to be reviewing a Karcher FC5, which is a hard floor cleaner. I've got quite a number of Karcher products that I've reviewed over the years. Generally, I really love their products. I find their build is always really good. Some of them I use all the time still. I've got a vacuum, I've got a, what are they called, the jet wash things, and I've got a steam cleaner. And those three get used all the time. I absolutely love them. This is my box it came in, and this is what it looks like when it's been put together. It was dead simple. It literally came in one part, so just this handle here I had to just slide in, which was super easy. It comes with a stand, which is this here. Let me see if I can do it with my foot while holding the camera. Yeah, there we go. So you get like this piece, because actually the FC5, the hardwood cleaner itself, isn't freestanding, so you do have to mount it back in its stand. But it's quite nice and sturdy, it stands up very easily. So on the front of it here, I've got my chamber for putting the water in. And that's literally as easy as pulling it off like that. So I've got the little water chamber off here, and this is the cold water, fresh water chamber. As you can see, we've got a maximum on there, so that's how I'm going to fill it up. And literally, soft rubber, pop it in there. Need to fill it up to max with the water, and then I got some cleaning solution they sent me with it. Just one cap full of that. I'll put the two in, give them a swill, and I'm going to pop it back onto the cleaner. Okay, so here's the container, now full. You can see the water line in there. Gave it a bit of a swill, and we're just going to attach it back on the front. Dead simple, press it in, that's what we like, nice and easy. Around the back, we've got the used water container. Obviously I don't need to do anything with that at the moment because I haven't used it. I'll show you after I've tried cleaning the floor, but we've got sort of like a push down lever and pull off, which has proven difficult because I'm trying to do it with one hand, but obviously when you've got two hands available, it's not going to be difficult at all. So we've got a nice long lead attached here. It came all sealed up, so we just undo that so that we can use it. I like the fact that it's got the clip so that when I put it back on again, I can clip it. And it's good that it's got a top and bottom mounting for being able to put the lead away nice and tidily, because actually that does annoy me when things can't go away tidy. So that's a plus point on this one. I've plugged my FC5 in, and I was really impressed to see it's got a 7-metre cable. That is very, very long. What I need to do now, before I use it, is just moisten the rollers. So 50 ml of cold water, clean water, just stuck in the back of the mounting tray there. And I'm now going to turn it on. Here we've got the little turn on switch. And here is my first time using it, and what I'm really impressed to see is that it hoovers and it mops all in one, so half the work. Ooh. Okay, that genuinely was my first time using it, and it's left a bit of wetness. Can you see where I first got it out? But actually the other bits I've been going over are not too wet at all. But over here, can you see on the floor, there's some bits of, I think they're probably ground in coffee, the joy of children making things. So we'll see how it does on that in a minute. And the other thing that I did is I had a little sweep in my hall. You see the mess there? So I've put mess on the floor, and we'll see how it tackles that. Right, let's put it in the mounting station and have a look. So to be honest with you, that's something that's a little bit annoying, that every time I want to stop using it, I've got to go back to that mounting station. Let's have a look at this floor. So this is where I had the grounding coffee, and sadly it's still there, so it would need a bit more work. Let's have a look though where I put down the debris. Yeah, no, it's done a good job of hoovering that, and it's making the floor quite dry. So that's really good. With mopping, I find you can't come in a room for about 10 minutes afterwards. But actually, with this, it's drying it as it goes, which is really nice. Let me have another go and I'll show you the results. Right, let's have a look at the results. I've spent a good, I'd say, 8 minutes doing the floor. And you can see the size of my kitchen here. It's not massive. So I'd say that's quite a long time. So I really tried the product out. Some of the bits it's just sort of spun around the room. Can you see some debris there? Other debris it picked up really well, but you know, some bits I'm still looking and I'm just seeing bits on the floor, which I don't want. A bit of chocolate there, hasn't got it up. Back over here where those coffee grinds were, hasn't got those up. And if I just sort of show you with my nail, you know, I can get them up. So that's a bit disappointing that I didn't get them up, sadly. Let's have a look what it did in terms of sort of cleaning wise. So if we have a look at the water tank and see what came out from doing that. So I've taken the tank out and I've just lifted the sort of top off, and it's got a filter there. And I don't know if it's just because it's the first time I've used the product. So you can see there's a bit of water in the waste tank and there's a little bit of debris. But I sort of expected it to come out black. And it hasn't. It's just sort of a trickle of white. So I'm going to have to try it again in a different area and see if it does make a difference. And it was just because perhaps it was the first time it's turned on and it will get better. Because I like it when a product shows me that I've really cleaned it. Do you know what I mean? When you get the dirt out. So let's just show you the filter pot. You saw that I just emptied that. You can now just literally rinse that with cold water. It's also dishwasher proof. Again, you can rinse the filter, making sure that it stays clean, and that can go on the top shelf of the dishwasher as well. So that's really good. Let's have a look at the rollers at the bottom. I'll just turn that off. I'll take it out of the mount and have a look. So you can see the rollers there are looking a bit dirty. Now maybe that's why I didn't get the dirty water out, because I haven't actually tried to clean the rollers yet. So I'll remount it and let's do that, and we'll see if that shows me some more dirt. Okay, I've put the dirty water chamber back in, I've turned it back on, it's sitting in its mounting station. It then says to give it 200 ml of clean water. Let's do that. And to turn it on for about a minute to clean the rollers through. So I'm going to do that and time it for a minute, and then I'll show you what the water looks like. So I ran it for the time, and what I expected was for the water to have gone up into my tank, but it hasn't. There's nothing in my tank. What's happened is the water has stayed down there and left me with very wet rollers. So I'm a little bit confused by that. Let's have a look if it did actually clean them. So the side that I put the water on has cleaned a lot more than the side I didn't. Now these are quite good in that they are very easy to take off. But what you can see there, where I had, fluff and that on the floor, it's still on there. So it hasn't really got that one clean. I mean, I can run that under the sink tap, and actually longer term you can put them through the washing machine as well, so that's quite good. But I would have expected them to come up cleaner than that first off. And I've taken the other one off now, and you really can see which one I put the water in the side of, so that does look so much cleaner, doesn't it? So actually probably what I should have done with that 200 ml is 100 in each side, but it didn't tell me that, so you live and you learn. But as you can see, that's much cleaner, although it's put a load of debris to one side, but that's okay because I can wash that off. but it is quite full of water. I'd have expected it to get a little bit cleaner than that. Right, I've been using it again and I've done the kitchen floor, and as you can see this time it's been much more efficient. So I was going to pour that into there so you could see it, but actually I think you can see anyway, can't you? So yes, it's done a much better job at getting up the debris and obviously cleaning the floor. You don't get a lot of water out from the size of my kitchen, which I suppose isn't any bad thing, is it? Lots of fluffy stuff. And that was after cleaning the blades, which came up much nicer when I did do as I said and put 100ml in each side of the docking station. So after using it for a couple of weeks, the FC5, I really like the fact that it hoovers and it mops at the same time, meaning you only have to go over the floor once, which is good. I like the fact that the rollers come out and can be easily washed through, either by using the motion where you just stand it in the docking station, or you can wash them at the sink, or you can put them in the washing machine, so that's great. The water storage, both for the clean and for the dirty, are easy to put in and put out. Really good. Loving the 7-meter cable, which I showed you before, and it's got a really good like mount on it for being able to keep it nice and tidy. It's quite streamlined, it would stand in any cupboard perfectly fine. The bits I'm not so keen about, it's heavy. If I'm honest, I don't know how much I'll use it. I've got a Karcher steam cleaner already, but the type you know, that's got like a little mouse, I call it, and then it's got a long handle, and I find that a lot easier. It's not heavy on my back. When my 11-year-old daughter used this one, she actually said to me, "Oh, it takes you away, Mum," and it does. Because it's the electrics on and the rollers are going, you could easily, if you were slight, be heading off down the kitchen with it. I mean, don't need to be worried, it's not going to take you away, but there's a bit of force there is what I'm saying. Anything else that I'm not so keen on? No, I think it's just, well, it's hard to get a scrub. So if you've got something really stained on the floor, you're probably still going to have to get down there with something and scrub it, because there's nothing abrasive on the rollers, you know, which in one way is wonderful because you don't want to damage any of your hardwood floors, but in the other, when you have got something that's just a bit ground in on the floor, it doesn't come off. So this would be perfect if you're someone that likes to clean up every day. I'd say you don't let things get very ground in. You've probably got a lovely, I don't know, marble floor, light wood floor, and you get it out each morning, hoover and mop all in one with your FC5, done for the day, put it away, forget it. I think that would just be perfect for you. But if perhaps you do have more ground in, then something where you have a bit of abrasion or maybe a bit of, you know, just old-fashioned elbow grease works better for you. Retails for around £250, has a 2-year guarantee. Karcher is a name I'm sure you know. It's reliable. You know, they make great quality products built to last. This is a nice durable machine. It doesn't feel flimsy at all like some things do. So I feel confident that it would last a long time. But it's just whether it's what you would choose to use. So thanks ever so much for watching. Do check out my other reviews of different cleaning products, including a number of Karcher ones. And as I've said to you, there's so many products that I really love in their range. Thank you ever so much for watching Mummy from the Heart. Bye-bye.